Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one?
Simon Sinek is an author, motivational speaker, and a marketing consultant. He strives to lead a movement that inspires people to do things that inspires them. Here's his top 5 secrets to success.
And I completely lost my passion for what I was doing. And I didn't know why. And people say stupid things to you like, follow your passion. You're like, I'm doing the same thing and I don't love it anymore. Like, do what you love. You're like, same thing, you know? So I was confused as to what it was. Plus I was embarrassed because superficially my life was pretty good. I made a decent living. We had amazing clients. Like, we had blue chip clients that we had no business having at our little company. We did great work, well respected by our clients, and yet I didn't feel it. And so I was very embarrassed by the fact that it's like, you know, I'm unhappy, you know, it's like everything looks just fine, you know? So I didn't talk about it. And I would say that all of my energy, instead of going into building my business, all of my energy went into pretending that I was happier, more successful, and more in control than I actually felt.
What if you come in the morning and you say, hey, I gave up my Saturday and I went and painted a school in the inner city? People go, whoa, cool, wow, cool. And all of a sudden, not only are they inspired to do something good themselves, but the feeling that you have persists. The amazing thing is that when we do good for others, it actually inspires others to do good for others.
The one characteristic I'm very comfortable saying that all great leaders have to have is courage. It's a very, very, very hard job being a leader. It's very, very hard standing up for what you believe in, waking up to do that every day, sometimes against overwhelming pressures from the outside and sometimes from the insides of our organizations. Sometimes it's lonely, sometimes it's thankless, and sometimes you put yourself at risk. When you speak truth to power, you could get your head cut off. When you try to do the right thing, you're the one who could get in trouble or lose your job over that. So the risks are real. So the best leaders, the most effective and inspiring leaders, they all have courage. That's one thing I'm comfortable saying they all have.
Were you nervous, right? And to a T, all the athletes went, no, right? And what I realized is it's not that they're not nervous, it's their interpretation of what's happening in their bodies. I mean, what happens when you're nervous, right? Your heart rate starts to go, you sort of get a little tense, you get a little sweaty, right? You have expectation of what's coming, and we interpret that as, I'm nervous. Now, what's the interpretation of excited? Your heart rate starts to go, you're anticipating what's coming, right? You get a little sort of like tense. It's all the same thing, it's the same stimuli. Except these athletes, these Olympic quality athletes, have learned to interpret the stimuli that the rest of us would say is nervous as excited. They all say the same thing. No, I'm not nervous, I'm excited. And then we complain about how we don't love our jobs, and we complain about how the work is suffering, and we complain about how budgets are being cut, and we complain, and the first thing we do is blame each other and become more selfish and worry about my pay and my benefits and my this, and this is what happens. When we are unfulfilled, we look at the metrics and we say they're not good enough. When we are fulfilled, we don't care about the metrics. This is why when you have a job you love and you get a call that says, I'll offer you tons more money and great benefits, you're like, I'm not interested, I'm not interested, I'm not interested. I'm very happy here, but we'll give you more. That's not the reason I'm here. I'm here because I love it. I'm here because I care for the people I work with, and I'm here because the people I work with care for me.